Here in Philadelphia, Citizens Bank Park, Major League Baseball. And on the hill in this one, Jesus Luzardo. What do you have on him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Just missed. Swing and a miss as they green light him. Boom. He takes it on his own. One out in the top of the first. Now here is Elly De La Cruz.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
The shortstop takes the ball.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Next offering is down low. Keeps the at bat going with a foul ball. Two now. And a base hit right there. And a man aboard.
Gotta love the resiliency shown in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
Cal Raleigh stands in now and watches strike 1. Elly on the move.
Nope, that's foul.
The 0-2. And a pitch out, but nothing going on. Runner goes again. Pitch misses. Save. De La Cruz gets his first steal of the game. Hernandez has a beat on it. 2 down. The throw in. Junior Caminero up next for the Mariners.
Junior Caminero.
Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. He'll circle the bases. Rob Refsnyder getting ready to hit. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the 3rd and final game of the series. There's a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
That's
Next
outside.
pitch is outside. Snyder tries to hold up, appeal to first. No swing. Eric Summerskill with the call. 2 down, nobody on. Check swing, tried to hold up, now an appeal to first. And he won around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. Trey Turner stands in for the Phillies.
Ball, that's in.
Just missed.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes, no free passes. You can't allow that.
That's inside.
That's inside.
Ball 3. And that's in for a strike.
Good pitch down around the knees. You want to be there all game. In a park like this, a pop-up sometimes will carry out.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Batting second, third baseman.
Now it's Jose Ramirez.
Ramirez.
All 1.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. The throw to third.
Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Kyle Schwarber, the next to hit, takes ball 1. On the ground, could be 2. To second for 1. And a run scores on the double play. Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
Left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
And first offering is fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Stays alive.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
And he grounds one to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. And now for Seattle, Randy Arozarena. Oh, look at the stop. To first. And very nicely done for the out. Here's Josh Naylor.
Batting 7, first baseman Josh Naylor.
All 1.
And 1-2. Now one missed. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Batting 8, right fielder Victor
2 outs,
Robles.
base is empty. Here's Victor Robles.
Ball 1.
This one in the air, center field. Marsh gets under it, and that is that. Back at Citizens Bank Park, bottom of the inning, Joe Adell stands in for the Phillies. Check swing called strike. It's 0-1. That one inside. Look out. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
What do you
Started
got?
after it. Appeal to first. Didn't go. And a payoff pitch. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Bryson Stott stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. That misses.
No, that's low.
And now it's even 1-1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
In the air, left field. Arozarena turns to the right on the move. He's got it. And there's one away. One out man at first. And here's the first baseman, Alec Bohm. Double play ball to second. There's one.
He's out.
Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Here's JT Realmuto.
Hey.
The 0-1. Swings through that one for strike two.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
That one is absolutely belted. That one is foul, and he'll see another. The 0-2. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the top half of the third inning. And stepping in for the Mariners, Leo Rivas. Just missed.
Ball one.
Now
Hey.
1-1. That one
That's ball
missed.
two. That's ball
Just
three.
missed.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
All over that one right there.
Up next
Solid
for
double
Seattle,
down the line, and that
center
was a pretty
fielder,
decent
Julio
pitch that he
Rodriguez.
just turned on. Now,
Base open at first now. And here's the
Up next
intentional
for
walk.
Seattle,
They might be trying to
shortstop,
set up the
Elly
double
De
play
La
with
Cruz.
nobody out. So up next, Elly De La Cruz. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far.
Ball one.
First and second, no outs. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. The shortstop takes the ball.
could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Swing and a miss, and it's 2-1.
Ball
Just
three.
missed. That one fouled off.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
One down. 2 aboard with 1 out. Now the Mariners catcher, Cal Raleigh, flied to left his first time. Should be extra bases. Takes it in for the out. Here's the third baseman, Junior Caminero.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
Ball, that's down.
Rivas over at second. Rodriguez at first, 2 out of the inning.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
And that's in for a strike. And a count 2-1.
Hey!
2 on, 2 outs. Gets a piece and stays alive. Next offer is downstairs. Ramirez. Inning over. As we go to the last of the third. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Brandon Marsh. Line drive to short and caught. 1 pitch and 1 out. So the Philly batting order turns over. Here's Trey Turner. Check swing called strike. Strike 1. Out towards right center field. Robles under it. 2 up, 2 down. Here's Jose Ramirez.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Ramirez getting to start at third, batting second in today's lineup, and his batting average this season is over 400. 2 down, nobody on.
Ball, that's out.
That's ball 4. Tried another sinker but couldn't find a zone. Here comes Schwartz to the plate. 0 for 1 so far.
That's a ball.
And a 1-0. 6 straight outside the strike zone.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Just missed. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Rodriguez under this one. And that is that. Back here in Philadelphia, now it's the Mariners DH, Rob Refsnyder.
Well, these Mariners showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Off the plate. Ball 2.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Swing and a miss. It's 2-2. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Way back there, it's got a chance. And it's caught just in front of the wall. Now the left fielder, Randy Arozarena. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. In time to
He's out.
Bohm. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. 2 down, base is empty. And now the first baseman, Josh Naylor. Fouled off left side.
Nope. That's inside.
Stop. To first, and the Mariners set down 1-2-3. Back here in Philadelphia, bottom of the 4th, Teoscar Hernandez stands in for the Phillies. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1. Just
Oh, that pitch
missed.
is out.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And that's
Nope,
off
that's
the
inside.
inside edge. Now 2-2. Got him. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. Here's Joe Adell.
Up next,
1 for
the
1 with a
Phillies,
single so
right
far.
fielder Joe Adell.
To the right side. Can't glove it cleanly. And they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. This is Bryson Stott. He's 0 for 1.
Ball, that's high.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect them to swing at.
Ripped to short. Toss to Naylor. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. All set for the
Leading
start of the
off
inning.
for
And now for
right
Seattle,
fielder,
Victor
Victor
Robles.
Robles.
No. Inside.
Fought off foul.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
And a 1-1. Foul ball there. The 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. The wind, the kick, and the 1-2. Out to short. Turner gets it to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Up next
Leo
for Seattle,
Rivas
second
will hit
baseman,
next.
Leo
Doubled in
Rivas.
his first AB.
Inside. Ball 1.
The lefty, the 1-0. And that's down, a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
I could watch base hits like
Up
that one
next for
all day
Seattle,
long,
center
and so
fielder,
could every hitting
Julio
coach in the league.
Rodriguez.
Just a nice line drive into center field.
Back to the top of the Seattle order, Julio Rodriguez now at the plate. The 1-0. And that's a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. Big at bat coming up with Elly De La Cruz stepping in. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2.
Ball, that's out.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Brings it in. Runner tags at second. Now a relay to third. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. 0-1.
Ball one.
Slider misses outside. Outside with a breaking ball.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
And ball four there. Tying run is on base. JT Realmuto steps in. Struck out swinging his first time. That one misses. That's 5 straight. And a big swing and a miss. Check swing called strike. That is strike 2. That's inside. Tying run is at first. Last half of inning number 5. Misses inside. And the count's full.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
3-2. Payoff pitch. Hit on the ground, might be 2. To Elliott, second for 1 on the Miller. They get 2. Base is empty after the double play. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Ground ball Naylor. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Top of the 6th inning. Now the Mariners catcher, Cal Raleigh. And there's one away. Junior Caminero digs in now. Cruising on the mound right now, but out of the bullpen for the Phillies, Orion Kerkering.
Orion Kerkering.
To account, you really don't want to give in here. You've got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
Swings and misses, and it's 2-1.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
And there's a ball. Into the outfield, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And up next for Seattle, Rob Refsnyder. The Mariners going with a pinch hitter, Luke Raley. Runner on first with 1 down for him. Luke Raley in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Hernandez on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Now it's going to be Randy Arozarena. Has grounded out a couple of times. Arozarena in his 6th season, 31 years old, and he was born in Cuba. 0-1 now.
Yep, that ball went out.
Caminero off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour. Back here in Philadelphia, well, we go bottom six. Trey Turner stands in for the Phillies. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And the tying run is on base.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any.
Runner on the go. Ball
Outside,
misses.
that's the ball.
Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
Ball.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Check swing called strike. And the count now even up. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That one missed.
That's a really good take.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back. That one on its way, and it's gone. He flexes his power with that swing. And Kyle Schwarber will come up. Infielder shifted to the right. Shortstop just to the left of second.
Now pitching for
Now on the bump, Edward Bizzardo. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Here's the 0-2. Inside, just missed. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Around first, heading for two. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Way out front for strike two. That one not close, and that is ball one. That's inside.
Ball two.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Went back to the sinker, and it was successful. So now with one away and a man at second. Now batting Joe Adell. Swings through that one for strike one. Check swing went around. No balls, two strikes. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Takes it in for the out. Here's the second baseman, Bryson Stott. And there's a foul ball. Man at second. Check swing, but he went too far. And it's 0-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone. That one close, ruled a ball. And the count's even at 2. That's down and in. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. First and second, 2 outs. And here comes Alec Bohm. This is again 5 in a row. First and second, 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. Check swing. No appeal. Ball 2.
Nice job to keep the hands back on that one. Out in front just a little bit.
Now a rip into left center. And the inning is over. Back at Citizens Bank Park and stepping in for Mariners, Josh Naylor. Kyle Backus takes over on the mound.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Line drive, base hit. And the tying run is on with a leadoff single.
Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Robles in the box again, takes a strike. And it's just foul. That was close. Good eye in that spot.
Excellent arm action on that 2-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
Grounded to third. Could be 2. Ramirez tossed to second. Back to first. And that is a double play. Base is empty after the double play. Leo Rivas up next for the Mariners.
Used the big part of the field last time. Nice liner to center.
Fouled off down the right side.
Ball.
Now a check swing at the 1-1. Look down to first, and he held up. The Phillies holding on to a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Ramirez. And that'll do it. Back here in Philadelphia, bottom of the 7th, JT Realmuto stands in for the Phillies.
Now pitching for Seattle, number 61, Yasser Zulueta.
He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Just missed. Late on that fastball.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Realmuto started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, no swing. And here's a 3-2. That one misses, so a leadoff walk. Here's the center fielder, Brandon Marsh. And that one is lifted in the air. 1 away. Back to the top of the order now. Trey Turner now. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass, looking for the sac bunt. On the ground to the left. There's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. Ready to begin the 8th. Here's the Mariners leadoff man. So a young arm coming on now out of the pen. Edgardo Henriquez.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Marsh under it. And there's one down. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Elly De La Cruz. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. There's a swing and a miss. That one in triple digits. Next one misses, and the count 1-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Throws to first in time. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. And now for Seattle, Cal Raleigh. 0 for 3 in this one. And that's in the dirt. And it's 1-0. Hit on the ground to short. Trey Turner gloves it. That ends the frame. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And now for the Phillies, Jose Ramirez.
You know, these Phils doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They've already earned 5 walks in the game, and of course, that's providing them with a lot of run-scoring opportunities.
Now one miss. That's a strike. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generous.
Now pitching for Seattle,
Jose A. Ferrer on to pitch out of the pen here.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Schwarber in the box now. No balls and a strike. Comes up empty. .99 miles per hour to finish him off. 1 out man at first. And now Teoscar Hernandez swings through that.
Nope, outside. Nope, outside.
Right through there for a strike. Runner on the move. And he hits a ground ball right side into the outfield, base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Intentional pass coming. Bases now loaded, though it does set up a force at every base. All loaded up. Bryson looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Edmundo Sosa. And this is a big at bat in this ball game.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Now pitching for Seattle,
Carlos Vargas on the pitch here.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute 1 pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Up the middle, Rivas. There's one over to first, safe. And now it's Alec Bohm. Ripped into right center for a base hit. 1 run across. Throw in holds that trail runner at third base. They're at the corners with 2 away.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Nice job going the opposite way with it, letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. It was on the outside part of the plate, and he approached it perfectly.
The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. Out towards right center field. That's a base hit. In comes the run from third. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 4.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. High fastball, even a little above the zone, but such a good job of staying tall on the backside, getting that barrel there to meet it just in time. I tell you what, it's not easy to do.
2 on, 2 outs. Check swing, but he went too far. That's strike two. And a foul ball. He stays alive. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. All set to start the ninth in this one. So now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Junior Caminero. On the ground. In time to Bohm. One pitch and one out. Luke Raley up next for the Mariners. Fly to left his first time. A new pitcher in the game, Tanner Banks.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
The Mariners going with a pinch hitter, J.P. Crawford. Looking to start something with one gone. J.P. Crawford stands in now and watches strike one. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swings through the sweeper. 1 down, base is empty here in the ninth. And now the count is even. That one lifted to left, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 away. So they're down to their final out. Randy Arozarena will hit next.
That's outside.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
The next pitch misses. And now 3-1. They're down to their final strike. This one in the air, right field. And that is the ball game. And your final.
There's nothing colder than your shoulder when you're dragging me along like you do. Like you do. And then you switch up with no warning, and you kiss me like you want it. How rude, how rude. But I kinda like it anyways. I don't mind if this is gonna take a million days. I know you'll come around to me eventually. If you sit back, relax, enjoy my company, my company. Once you know what my love's gonna feel like, nothing else will feel right. You can feel like moonbeam ice cream, taking off your blue jeans, dancing at the movies, 'cause it feels so mystical, magical, oh baby. 'Cause once you know my love is so mystical, magical, oh baby. 'Cause once you know my little heart to get, baby, I wanna give you the world. Not saying you gotta chase me, but I wouldn't mind it if you give me just a little bit of something we can work it with. But all you do is push me out. But I like it